Good morning, YouTuber family. Jonny Cashflow here. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hope you guys are all doing beautiful and having a beautiful day, afternoon, whatever part of the day you're catching me. So I wanted to reach out and discuss a very simple yet important concept. And it has to do with whether you should invest in risky or safe investments. So something I don't hear a lot of YouTubers, financial gurus, budgeting experts, I don't hear them speak a lot about risk tolerance. So every person has a different risk tolerance. You might be willing to YOLO your life savings on Dogecoin to try to make $3 million off of it. Another person might be too gun shy to even put any money in their 401k. So it's interesting when you hear the Dave Ramseys of the world, you hear the Grant Cardones, you hear, people that have built wealth in different ways. They have budgeted. Some are all about save as much money as humanly possible until you have 10 million in the bank. Others are just YOLO all your money on investments and big business and equity shares in what you're trying to grow. So there is, I think something that is very important for people that want to invest or build a big business to understand and to think about and to answer for themselves. And I'd be curious what your comments are. I'd be curious about having like a real conversation about this is what is your risk tolerance? And some of the things that will determine your risk tolerance is where you are in life. Sometimes that may just be a limiting belief. Oh, I can't build a big business because I just started a family. Oh, I can't invest because I just bought my house, or I just paid off my house, or my dog's sick, or whatever. There's always something, right? Everything is always way more expensive than you wish it was, than you think it was going to be. But I emphasize this point because I don't think it's talked about enough. Like, I would make the argument, I think Dave Ramsey, and I love him. I got more than enough on my shelf, man. I read it. I watch your podcast. He's amazing. You should watch him and glean the knowledge you can from Dave Ramsey. But have I operated my investments directly as Dave Ramsey would have prescribed? No, but I understood the mindset. So I understood the additional risk and the higher risk tolerance that I had based on my lifestyle, based on my aspirations, based on a myriad of different options or kind of questions that I know about my own life and risk tolerance, right? So, I say all that to say, understand that in all the advice that you gather from all the different financial gurus that you might listen to, or financial advisors, or whoever you're getting financial advice from, each person has a slightly different risk tolerance, right? And I think it's important for every person to answer that. Start with the end in mind. Answer, what do you want from your investments? What do you want from your big business? What type of lifestyle would satisfy what you're looking to accomplish, right? And a lot of times that will guide what your risk tolerance is. Your life circumstances, where you are in life. I when I was single and not married and did not have kids, maybe I would have YOLO'd like the Dogecoin millionaire. Shout out, man. What's up? Maybe I would have. I didn't because, well, I don't know. I'm sure. I guess Bitcoin. I could have YOLO'd on Bitcoin in 2013, right? But at the time Dogecoin was going nuts, I had a family and wasn't about to like pull out an equity line on my house to like gamble $50,000 on Dogecoin. So understanding the difference between risky versus safety. The biggest question is, are you investing or are you gambling? You know, and there's two types of that even. There's intelligent investing that's well studied, well researched. A wise person has like looked into things and has some semblance of projection into the future based on the knowledge that they have. Then there's, you know, fools investing where it's like, oh, I got money, let me spend it. Oh, it went to zero. Big shocker. Okay, whatever. So two types of investing, also two types of gambling, right? I would argue, right? So me going into penny stocks, going into things I know nothing about. A penny stock could be educated gambling, but usually a penny stock or a cryptocurrency is more of a YOLO gambling, where it's like, I don't know, this could go to zero, but it's okay if it goes to zero because hopefully it's not more than, you know, 5% of your portfolio, 10% of your portfolio, where if it does go to zero, you're not totally knocked out of the race. So I don't want to ramble too long. I hope that was insightful. I hope that was helpful. I hope that it causes you personally to think about yourself, think about your life, think about what you value, what you want, what you're willing to risk. You know, I think about Elon Musk, who like risked his entire fortune like several times in order to become the richest man in the world. And not that you needed to become the richest man or woman in the world, but it speaks to the point that if you had the 100K, are you willing to lose it all to 10x it? If you had the million, are you willing to lose it all to 100x it? You know, and understanding your own personal risk threshold, risk tolerance in that is critical in your journey in attaining financial freedom. So again, hope you guys all enjoyed. And now it's time for the big reveal of the secret video that I'm going to share. I love it. Again, I keep it simple in this one. I'm going to give you the 3 steps to financial freedom. And that's going to be your stairway to financial success. And it's going to pop up right ding there. All right, guys. Y'all have a great one. Much love. Stay beautiful.